Once, in a lush green forest full of towering trees, sparkling rivers, and vibrant wildlife, there stood an ancient oak tree. The oak was so old that no one knew how many centuries it had been standing there. It was a beacon of life, providing shelter and food to birds, squirrels, and insects, and its roots stretched deep into the earth, helping maintain the soil's stability. As the forest flourished, humans built villages nearby, drawing water from the rivers and gathering resources from the woods. The forest had always been a place of balance where nature and humans coexisted in harmony. But over time, things began to change. More villages were built, more trees were cut down for firewood, and the land around the forest started to shrink. The people, eager for progress and expansion, didn't notice how much the forest was suffering. The animals that once roamed freely began to disappear, and the air that had once been fresh and clean grew thick with pollution. The rivers, once sparkling, began to dry up, and the soil turned barren where the trees had once stood. One day, a young girl named Maya, who had grown up in the nearby village, went for a walk in the forest to visit the oak tree. It had always been her favourite spot, her peaceful retreat from the busy world. But when she arrived, she was shocked. The forest around her was eerily quiet. The leaves that used to be so full of life seemed to be withering. The oak tree stood alone in a sea of stumps and fallen branches. Maya sat under the oak, her heart heavy with sadness. What happened to the forest? She wondered aloud. Suddenly, the oak tree spoke, its deep, rumbling voice echoing through the wind. I've seen many seasons pass, child, but I fear the end is near, for I am the last tree in this forest. Maya gasped in surprise. But why? Why has this happened? The oak tree sighed, its branches creaking as if burdened with the weight of years of wisdom. Humans have forgotten that we are all connected. You took too much without giving back. You built your homes, harvested our wood, and polluted the rivers, all without understanding that we, the trees, are the lungs of the earth. We give you oxygen, we keep the soil healthy, and we provide shelter for countless creatures. When you destroy us, you destroy everything. Maya felt a pang in her chest as she realized the truth of the oak's words. She had never truly understood the importance of the forest before. She had always loved visiting it, but she had never thought about how essential it was to the balance of life. Without trees, without nature, nothing would survive. I never meant for this to happen, she whispered. Is there anything I can do to help? The oak tree paused before answering. There is always hope, as long as people understand the need to change. You must plant new trees, care for them, and teach others the importance of preserving nature. Small actions, saving water, reducing waste, and protecting wildlife, can make a big difference. You are the future, Maya, and it is in your hands to restore what has been lost. Maya nodded with newfound determination. I will do everything I can, I promise. From that day on, Maya became a voice for the forest. She organized tree planting campaigns, educated her village about the importance of sustainability, and helped clean up the rivers. Slowly, people began to listen. They realized that the world they were building was fragile, and they needed to take better care of the planet that had given them so much. Years passed, and the forest began to heal. New trees sprouted where old ones had fallen, and animals began to return. The air was fresher, and the rivers once again sparkled in the sunlight. And at the heart of it all, the ancient oak tree stood tall and strong, watching over the forest as it grew and thrived, a symbol of hope and renewal. Maya often visited the oak, sitting beneath its branches, grateful for the wisdom it had shared and the lesson it had taught her. that the Earth's future is in our hands and that the smallest actions can have the biggest impact. The moral: our planet is a delicate ecosystem, and every part of it, every tree, river, and creature, plays a vital role in sustaining life. It is up to us to protect and nurture the environment, for the health of our world directly impacts the health of all who live on it. By taking small conscious actions today, we can ensure a better tomorrow for future generations.